Hello, my beautiful souls, dear twin flames, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's get right into your reading. Let's start with a channeled message from your twin flame. What are the messages from your twin flame? What do they want you to know? Hope you guys are all doing well on this beautiful day. Okay, so let's get right into the reading. Please be advised that I will never send you a message asking you to be considered for a reading. Please be aware that there are a lot of imposter accounts that are pretending to be me. So they will message you asking if you would like to have a reading. And please know that I don't do that. Please know that I will wait for you to message me. So please keep our community safe. Let's take one more card. Okay, we'll take this one. Okay, message from your twin flame. I have to put on my glasses. We have Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. And we have, I want to say, the Devil card. I believe that's what that is. It says temptation, so I'm pretty sure that is the Devil card. So these are the words that your twin flame, from your twin flame, messages for you. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind, and my heart is opening up to you even more. And every day I'm faced with the choice of, do I follow my head or do I follow my heart? So I'm at this crossroads in my life, and it seems like I'm stuck here because it's been difficult for me to make the decision if I choose my heart over my head. And so rather than make the wrong choice, I keep going back and forth. But I see you, and when I think of you, I just feel better. When I think of you, I really feel like our connection is home. Like I feel like it's so familiar to me that it brings me comfort. And I find that I'm always being tempted not to choose my heart, not to choose you. But then it's like my heart is now louder than my head. So even though I try to just follow my head and be practical and logical, my heart seems to be winning over. And all I want to do is give you my love. And no matter what has been happening with us and in our situation, I still feel your love. So even though it seems like we've been separate or in separate worlds, I feel us closer than ever. And I feel us getting closer, even though there's no evidence of that even happening. I feel that you and I have become closer over the last little while. And at times that may seem scary even for you. But I feel like we are being directed by a higher force, because my heart keeps guiding me back to you, even when I'm in doubt, even when I doubt if you still feel the same. Even when I doubt if you would want me in your life, I feel like despite all that, we're getting closer and closer, even when we don't speak. Because you are the only one that my heart has opened up to. You are the only one that I've given my heart to. So I may seem distracted by other things or people or situations, but whenever I'm alone, it's always you. It always comes back to you. And that's why sometimes it's hard for me to be alone, because you consume my thoughts. You're in my heart. You consume me. And this feeling that I feel for you just makes me feel good. And that's why I haven't been able to let you go. So even though in reality, in the 3D, it may not seem like I'm choosing you or the connection, I really am choosing you, because it's so difficult to fight my heart. My heart just overpowers my head most of the time. I'm just overcome with all of this emotion and love for you. So please know that even if my actions don't tell you that I love you, or it seems like I don't, please know that you consume me, that love consumes me when it comes to you. There is nothing else. There's no one else that could compare, that could even come close to how I feel about you. So know that I'm always thinking of you, and that in my heart I choose you. And I am still hoping that we will continue to somehow move closer and come into union again. So that is the message for you. So let's continue on into, let's see where you're at. Let's see where you're at. Where are you at on the journey? Where are you at? Where are you at on the twin flame journey? Okay. So I'm using a different oracle deck here. Hope. Ask for help. Gentleness. So just by looking at this, I feel like you're going through the same thing as that message. Like, you still feel the love in your heart, but you want to follow your head. Like, you're kind of still, you haven't really made the decision, like a firm decision. Pretty much every day you're like, no, I'm good where I am. I don't know if now is the right time, or I don't know how I really feel, if I want the connection as badly as I did. But that's your head. Like, right when I said those words, like, those are the thoughts that you're having, because all of your fears and insecurities are coming to the surface in this connection. So I'm seeing like this is your divine counterpart. This represents your divine counterpart. So there's still that spark of hope that it's somehow going to work out and that it's going to be easy, because it's been difficult. This says ask for help. It's been difficult. It's been challenging. There's something you don't want. Like, you don't want to be trapped or committed in something that is going to end up hurting you, or that you're going to end up regretting, or like you feel you are giving up something, like giving up your freedom or giving up your power somehow. These are all like deep-seated type of fears and insecurities, which is very, very natural. We all have these ideas, beliefs. But what I'm getting is that when we rise out of that fear and insecurity, we come to a place where we're just in acceptance of love, and we feel the love. And when we come from that space, whatever develops, whatever happens, is always for your happiness, for your well-being. So we just gotta bypass those thoughts, because they really stem from past wounds. So it's hard to trust the connection. It's hard to trust in love because you got burnt in the past, because it didn't end up well. And so, we bring all that baggage into our twin flame connection, and the vibe of the twin flame connection is like, no, you can't have that here. You can't bring that baggage into this nice space. Like, take out that luggage. Because what twin flame connections are the highest vibration of love that we have ever experienced, other than that of from direct source or ascended masters. Twin flame love is right up there. So if we bring into it any type of doubt, insecurity, fear, worry, the twin flame vibe is just going to knock us right out again of the connection, because there's no room for that. There really isn't. All that can sustain twin flame union is unconditional love. And until we embody that, it's going to be difficult. It's like you want to move on, but you can't, because you can't stop thinking about this person. You feel this undeniable connection. And a movie just popped into my head. I mentioned it a long time ago in one of my readings. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I think that's what it's called, with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. It's a twin flame movie. It can get very heavy, but the gist of the message is that you can try all you can to try to forget someone, especially your twin flame, and you just end up repeating the same cycle all over again, whether that's in, your next life, or this lifetime, but maybe with a new soulmate, but you go through the same motions. You go through the same pain. You go through the same challenges. And I know it's been difficult, but we can bypass that. by just being cognizant of the lessons. So what is happening in your connection is a lesson for you. And once you recognize it, you bypass the struggle. It just gets easier. Not to say that, boom, you're in union. We have to be the right people to sustain union. You can come into contact in and out with your twin flame, but to sustain union, we have to vibrate at a certain frequency. We have to elevate above our woundedness, our resentment, our fear, our insecurity. We have to rise above that and embody the vibration of the highest love. It sounds hard to reach, but we can do it. We can do it. And it's just like with anything. Say you wanted a certain job and you really, really want this job. You know you're qualified for it. You feel that you're right for the job. So every day you take steps to get there, to get to that job until you land the job. And then you have success. It's the same thing with union. You know that you're meant for union. You know in the cells of your body that you're meant for true love, despite what the mind says. So every day when you embody this high vibration of love, so when you think of your twin flame, all there is gratitude for the love that you feel, for the lessons that you've learned, for the beautiful life that you live. Every day living from that vibration will eventually get you into union. All of us. We just have to be the right person for the job, right? There were so many things that I wanted in my life that I didn't get because I gave up, and B, because when I wanted it, I didn't embody the vibration that was a match. So right now, you're not in union because you're not a vibrational match to union. How do we get into union? We align within. We get into inner union. And a way to do that is by embodying everything that we are, embodying the energies, embodying the light, the dark, the good, the evil, everything, including our inner child, including our shadow side, including the shadow side of our inner child and our inner teenager, which I feel I should just put out a separate video on the shadow side of our inner child and inner teenager, because there's some pretty crazy stuff about the shadow side of the inner child. But those energies dwell within us. So when we come to accept all of who we are, who and what we are, then we are in a true alignment with who we are. And when we are in true alignment, we attract true alignment with our counterpart. So I feel like no matter what you're deciding, or if you're on the fence about your connection, your divine self is still guiding you to union, which may be the reason why you're like still guided to watch these readings. And if you've been watching for a while, if you've been with me since the beginning, thank you. Like, I love you. We've been together on this journey for so long, and the journey continues. And some of us may hop off the journey and take a break, and but then divine guidance leads us back just when we thought we've forgotten about our twin flame. There's a reminder. Yeah, I was going to mention, when we choose a soulmate or a karmic, you kind of go back to sleep. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your choice. That's the choice that you choose to experience. So when you're happy and fulfilled in your choice of choosing a karmic or a soulmate, so be it. Rejoice in that. Be like, okay, maybe another time I'll be with my twin flame, but I'm choosing a soulmate. I'm choosing a karmic. Only you know. Only you know. Only you have the power to decide. That's the great thing. You have the power to decide what you want, what is right for you. And if right now it's not your twin flame, that's okay. But they will try to still come at you energetically because they're still drawn to you. So in order to like really forget about a twin flame connection, it's like forgetting about a spirit, your spirituality. It's like trying to forget that spirituality exists and you're just all about 3D, which is fine too. Everyone has a choice of what game they want to participate in. So if you feel like you're not wanting to participate in the spiritual aspect of love, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Give yourself permission. But if you're watching this reading, there's a reason. There's a reason why you're being drawn to twin flame stuff and spirituality, because they go hand in hand. Twin flame connection wakes us up to spirituality. Spirituality wakes us up to spiritual love. So I want to say you're being pulled back in, with or without your permission. But the universe is always guiding you. Just tell the universe what you want. Because if it is your twin flame, the universe is saying, okay, well then, own it. Admit it. Just say it. And at least you'll feel better. Just say it. I want union. I am in divine union with my true love. Just say it and then put it to rest. That's it. That's it. Just give yourself that space. Give yourself that permission to say it, because look, this is a match here. Your counterpart is lighting the way to guide you home. Even if it seems like they're the one that's screwing around or screwing up or not caring, they're actually guiding you back to your truth, back to your divinity, back to remembering that part of you that woke up. That bird was really loud. So, you're still on the fence, but when you speak your truth of what you want, things will get easier. Things will flow. Even if your circumstances you are still in, that will get easier as well. Because not speaking your truth just creates more challenges. So that's where you're at, and it's not a bad thing. But what I will say is that with all the intense energies being poured onto the planet, just from the sun alone, the solar flares everything that is happening, it's intensifying our planet. It's intensifying us. So it's like we're in a pressure cooker and all the stuff that's like suppressed, just bubbles to the surface. When you're cooking something in a pressure cooker, there's so much pressure and heat, everything starts to come to the surface. So your feelings of wanting your twin flame are coming to the surface no matter how much you try to like stuff them down. Just breathe and know that everything's happening for a reason, and not to feel afraid, because I feel like the reason why we're immobilized and not wanting to speak our truth, not wanting to do anything, say anything, or make any decisions or choices is because we're afraid of the outcome. We're afraid because the outcome is unknown. But what I'm here as a guide to tell you that even though we can't perceive the unknown, that it's good, that it's for your highest good. So we don't have to be afraid. We can continue living our lives and making choices because the outcome is always good. It may not always seem like it sometimes because things happen, but they're always like blessings in disguise. So the difficulties, the challenges, the obstacles, those were always the blessings in disguise to get you through to the other side, which is always for your highest good. So keep your intentions high. Keep your outlook, keep creating amazing possibility, and that's where the universe will bring you. Sometimes you just have to get over the hurdles first to get there, but we all will eventually. So I feel like you're making breakthroughs because look at the rainbow. You're having breakthroughs. You're starting to not feel so challenged by this connection. You're starting to see the light. You're starting to see the higher truth of why this is happening. You're beginning to remember who you are, that you are a sovereign being, that you are divinity in flesh. You're remembering this. So the pieces are falling into place, and it's really a powerful time to really create with intention, because maybe our lives were being created by default, not really with focused intention of what we truly want, what's in our hearts. And so we were just creating from fear. We were creating from our wounds. We were creating from scarcity and lack. But now that we know more, and now that we know that the outcome is not bad, we can begin creating with intention. Every day, waking up and saying, I want to experience this, I want to experience this, I want to experience this. And when we do that every day, pretty soon our lives completely transform into that which you were just imagining. So whatever it is will get better. We're just going through growing pains, because the growing pains happen because we're not getting the lesson. Once we connect and get it, then the pain goes away. The pain goes away. You just got to keep that awareness. You got to keep having that self-awareness of, okay, why am I creating this? Or why am I feeling this way? Or what can I do, think, or say, or feel to make this better? Because when you're doing that, then you are taking the power back into your hands. You have control again. With your intention, with your words, with your feelings, with your actions, you have the ability to transform anything, even the situation you're in right now. See the lesson. See all the lessons that you could possibly gain from what your situation is now. And that will just like propel you. That will you'll shoot forward, right? Because it's like a quantum leap. You've gained awareness and evolution and growth, that it just propels you to shift into a different dimension or a different paradigm. So there's so much potential in where you're at. Because like your twin flame, you too are at a crossroads. You can choose from so many different possibilities. You get to choose, you get to create, you get to even create the options. So create the one that feels like home. I would say that's the best choice. And just say, I want to feel the comfort of feeling home again, at one, at peace, at harmony. I just want to feel all that again. I want to feel the comfort of the love that I know is there for me. So you're actually creating it from within you. You're creating that experience from your intention. You want to feel that love. So you're imagining it, you're saying it, you're speaking it, or you're writing it down. You're birthing your own experience. And when you stay in that vibration by keeping your thoughts and your feelings in alignment, it will be your experience. It may not appear in the way that you pictured it, but it'll be even better and more miraculous. So where you are at is beautiful. Okay? You are at a crossroads, but just remember, all paths lead home. Whichever path you choose to experience, all lead back to the same place: home, union, source, connectedness, oneness, harmony, peace on earth. Whatever it is, all paths lead home. Sometimes we choose the most difficult path because we're not getting the lessons. So the next level gets harder and harder until we get better and better, right? It's like a video game. Life is just a game. The more we get the lessons and we learn from the lessons, the easier it gets. The easier our twin flame connection gets. So you're doing great. The divine is leading you to a possibility that you're putting out there still. Like your heart is still putting out the possibility of union. So the universe is guiding you to union. But then, the head comes in, your thoughts come in, and you're like, I'm not ready to really decide yet. But that's okay. That is okay. You'll make the choice when you're ready. You'll choose when you're ready. So, not to worry. Okay, I feel like that took forever. Okay, let's use the same deck. Where is your twin flame at? Where's your twin flame at? on the journey, even though they told us in the message. I don't know what that says. Where's your twin flame at? Take one more. Where's your twin flame at? And then I will announce the winner of the pull a card reading for you and your twin flame. Okay. So where your twin flame is at. So it says go with the flow. It says communication. And it says move forward. So there, I don't know, it's like the roles have switched. That's what I keep getting. Like, there was a time where you were all about union and they were out in left field. They were just like disappeared, vanished, gone. But you were about union. And now it's like the roles have switched and you're like, well, yeah, there's love there, but I've lost hope. I don't see anything happening. So I'm not going to really put myself out there anymore because I've been doing that for so long. I can't. I don't vibe with that anymore. And now where they are is that they're in a chaser vibe. Their actions may not say that, but I really feel like the direction has turned for both of you. Because look, this says move forward. They want to move forward in this connection. They want to communicate with you. They want to tell you how they feel. So they're not getting much from you. So they're just trying to go with the flow. And because of what they're experiencing in their life at this time, they're just, not rushing, but they're like, I'm being guided to still love you. No, they're being guided to open up their heart again to love, to true love, to the possibility of true love. So they're wanting to know where you're at. They want to know how you feel, but you're really stubborn. Because this is what happens. As soon as you tell them, as soon as it all comes out and you tell them how they feel, then they start running and then you're the chaser again. So it's like, how do we stop that cycle? You jump off that ride and you say, okay, I'm just going to focus on me and stay in my own lane. I'm going to face everything that I'm running from, and that's what will take you out of this runner and chaser. Because if you're not chasing and if you're not running, they can't chase and run either. So one of you has to get off the ride. When you bring awareness to just you, sorry, I just hear some, like a jet plane or something. It was really loud. What was I saying? I get so distracted. When you focus on you and not so much on them, like you can wake up every day and be like, yeah, I love my twin flame. I miss them. But then you go about your day and you focus on you. You focus on, what can I do in my life that's going to make me happy, that will almost make me forget about my twin flame? What's going to bring me so much happiness and joy and fulfillment, like the real fulfillment, not just, surface distraction, addictions, codependencies, nothing like that. Like true fulfillment that fulfills your soul. When you focus on that every day, you're going to end the runner and chaser cycle and move forward in your connection. So your twin flame has been having time to do that during your separation. And they've been figuring out what makes them happy and what doesn't make them happy. And they've come to find that out. And they know that you are part of what makes them happy. But the minute they want to communicate and tell you what they want and how you feel, it triggers you. It triggers you for all that pain to come up again, and to start running and be like, no, you hurt me. I don't trust you. You betrayed me. Etc., etc. So yeah, it's the triggers that come up. So like one day you feel like you're chasing them, and the minute the universe gives them a chance and they open up and they say how they really feel about you, you get triggered, you get afraid of getting hurt, not trusting them, not trusting the connection, whatever it is. Everything just comes flooding in. All the fears, all the insecurities come flooding back, and then you're like, no, I'm just gonna keep you in the friend zone. So one of you has to get off the ride in order to stop the runner chaser, because that's what I really see here. I see you running now, when at the beginning you were chasing them. You were pulling them to come back to you. And now you're like on the fence, which is okay, but their energy is more chasing you, and it's going to keep repeating until you decide to get off that cycle, get off the ride, and find fulfillment in something that brings you fulfillment other than your twin flame. Because it's not twin flame's job to bring each other fulfillment or to make your dreams come true, of feeling loved and safe and wanted and desired and successful and wealthy, whatever it is. It's not a twin flame's job to do that. It's our own job to do that. They inspire us to do so, but by being with them is not gonna solve our problems. Being with our twin flame is not going to make our dreams come true. So you have to make your own dreams come true. You have to find fulfillment in everyday life, to live your life to the fullest, to live your best life, almost to the point where you don't need them. You don't need them, because you've become your own twin flame. You've become everything that you needed to make this amazing life. You don't need them anymore. You really don't. You're so secure in who you are. You're so secure in where you're at. You actually feel happy. You have fulfillment. Who needs another person to come into the mix and screw with everything? No, thank you. But guess what? That's when they come in. But then you're at a level of consciousness where it's a blessing to share your life with someone who is on the same page. So that's how it can happen. Because it's meant to happen. So your twin flame wants it, but they're also giving you that space. They may realize you've friend zoned them, because whenever you contact them or reach out, like they head for the exit. Because it's almost like twin flames still have this expectation, like, oh, when we're together, then I'm going to be happy. And hopefully you're going to be happy. But no. That's how we're taught. That's what we're taught. in society or in just media. Like, oh, when you find your true love, you're going to be happy. It's not because you find true love that you're happy. It's because who you are, you're already happy, and then you find your true love. How about that? How about that? You have a purpose. You have lessons. You have a mission. That's why you came to Earth. But you haven't fully embodied that yet. You haven't come to the place where what you do and who you are in alignment. You're still finding your way. That's what we're all doing. We're trying to figure out who we are, what we're meant to do that brings us fulfillment, that brings you true joy. And I will say this, a big part of what you're meant to do brings joy to your inner child. That's the kicker. That's the key. Something that involves your inner child. So it's like playing. It's like fun. It's fun for you. That's what you're meant to do, because fun brings you in such a high vibration that you're a magnet for everything: prosperity, well-being, health, success, everything that you want, because you can attract it. So get off the ride of runner and chaser. Focus on fulfillment. Just ask yourself the question, what do I want to be fulfilled? What do I want to experience to feel fulfilled? What does even fulfillment feel like? Who do I have to be fulfilled? What do I have to do to feel fulfilled? So asking yourself that question, putting your twin flame, just setting your twin flame aside and be like, okay, we're on pause. Just let me figure myself out. Let me figure out who and what I am and what brings me joy and fulfillment. And then we'll reconvene, because hopefully they'll be on the same page, and that timing will bring you into long-lasting harmonious union, because you'll be at such a high vibration and frequency that you can sustain union. You're always practicing unconditional love. You're always practicing forgiveness. You're practicing compassion for your twin flame, because you already know how to do that for yourself. Okay. So this is all good. You're in a runner-chaser cycle so that you can get off the ride and say, enough of this craziness. It's not to say you're going to stop loving them. Of course you're not. The love is always there. But we're going to try something different. We're going to try a different approach this time. We want to get out of the runner-chaser cycle and find the fulfillment that we were really looking for when we were always chasing our twin flame. We were chasing our twin flame because we want that love, we want that fulfillment, we want that connection. But the fulfillment that you're going to create for yourself in your life is going to give you all the connection, the feeling of being connected that you need, because you're connected to yourself, you're connected to your source, you're connected to the universe. So again, it's like you don't need your twin flame anymore. It was just really to awaken you to your greatness, to feeling fulfillment, and getting on that journey. And once both twin flames are on that journey, again, it will intersect at some point. So we all still have work to do. It's not like, boom, you're going to be in union and then everything's going to work. When we have all this unresolved stuff, unresolved feelings, it just pulls you back into separation again. You know, then you get stuck in the runner-chaser energy. So that's where they're at. They're in this phase to help you get off the ride, which I really feel that's where you're at. You want off the ride. You just really didn't know how to get off the ride. You didn't know how to jump off the ride. Now's your chance. Jump. Jump. Make the jump. I love you guys. Okay. What is next? So where they're at. The shadow aspect. We always love that, don't we? It's not like we don't already know. Let's check in with the inner child. I haven't done that in a hot minute. So I feel like just because I said hot minute, which I never say, but I hear it all the time, that I will check in with the inner child. Okay, I'm just gonna use this deck again. Let's check in with the inner child because we haven't done it in a hot minute. Checking in with the inner child. How's your inner child doing? What are their messages to you? Where are they at? What's going on? What do we need to know to help us on this journey? I feel like this is a justice card. It says balance. The moon card, illusion. Wow, 3 major arcana. Strength card says stability. So your inner child is the inner child is keeping us in some kind of illusion that is keeping us in the dark. The inner child is fearing of its, like, the inner child is fearing that it won't exist anymore. With all the changes on the planet, the inner child is fearful that it won't exist anymore. The inner child fears death. I mean, who doesn't? Like, everyone does, but it's the inner child's fearing of not existing anymore. So the inner child creates illusion to keep us safe, to keep us from not moving forward. Because when we move forward, that is a vibration of, like, I mean, moving forward is like you're moving into the unknown, and the inner child doesn't like to know what doesn't like not knowing. That's why the unknown is fearful, because it's unknown. Like, we don't know, we can't see. That's what I'm getting with the moon card. Can't see. So the inner child is creating an illusion of fear to keep us from moving forward. So even on the planet, when the planet's energies are supporting movement and getting rid of the old ways, of the old structures, to implement new systems that are more in alignment with, like, wholeness. The inner child's like, that sounds weird, that sounds scary, we don't like it. So the inner child is like, no, let's stay how it used to be forever. We like it that way because we know what to expect. It's been that way forever. We don't want any new systems. We don't want change. We don't want evolution. We want to stay the same because that's where it's safe. So with your connection, your inner child's creating this illusion that your twin flame is the bad guy. And they're the one creating all your heartache. Because that's the wounded side of the inner child. The wounded part that was wounded, that experienced heartbreak and the breaking of your trust that you experienced when you were a child. Because there was a point in time where everything was sunshine and roses and rainbows, and then all of a sudden someone comes in and just shatters that, and your inner child never forgot that point in time. That's where the mind came in and said, we need to protect ourselves from the situation, so we're going to protect ourselves at all cost. That's how the inner child learns survival. So we get into survival mode. So your inner child is creating a bad guy, the monster, the boogeyman. And it's always the twin flame, or it's someone in your life from your childhood, even a parents, caregivers, relatives. There's always a bad guy, because that's the wounded inner child's perception. That's the illusion that we buy into as truth, because our inner child is us. The inner child is a part of us that has all these emotions and memories. And so there's the illusion of they're the bad guy. We don't want them because they hurt us. So you just don't want to get hurt. Your inner child's protecting you from not getting hurt. Your inner child wants to keep it safe. Keep you safe. So it's keeping you stuck. Not only in your twin flame connection, but in other areas of life. It's the energy that keeps our planet from evolving into newer systems. Like there's that resistance there. Your inner child just wants stability because your inner child feels unsafe. Because as a child, you felt unsafe. You felt like you weren't protected, like you had to protect yourself. I mean, as loving as our families try to be, they can't always be there for us every second. So we have to learn to survive in a harsh world. So your inner child just wants stability. And if they didn't see that happening in your twin flame connection, that's a no-go. They're definitely not going to want to be with your twin flame because they don't feel safe. Your inner child, and I just felt myself well up with emotion, is looking for the mother energy. So for those of us who still look for that mother energy because we didn't always get it when we were young, we didn't feel comforted when we needed it, we didn't feel safe, secure. We're all searching for that because the inner child is searching for that. So it causes you to think you're searching for that in a partner. But what we have to realize is that the only way that it's going to better the situation is by being that mother energy to our inner child. Whether we're male, female, or otherwise, we have the ability, because we have that feminine side of us, we have the ability to mother our inner child. So what does that mean to mother? It means to pay attention, to focus, to praise, to make sure you're fed on time, that you get enough sleep, that you have the care that you need, that you're taking care of your body the way a mother would take care of a newborn baby. We all have to do that for ourselves because that's what the inner child is looking for. And I want to cry. Because on planet Earth, I feel like we are all lost little children just looking for that motherly love that we missed out on, that we still crave no matter how old we get. We still crave the comfort and warmth and nurturing of the mother because that's what we felt in the womb. It felt safe. we felt protected. So we all long for that connection again. So our job is to do it for ourselves. So there's still a lot that the inner child is holding back. So nurturing your inner child, doing everything you can to be in touch with your emotions, I feel, is most beneficial and most healing. Because by not feeling the emotions, that's where we can get we get misalignment. We get out of alignment because we're not expressing the energies that are there. So when you're sad, just to allow yourself to feel sad. When you're angry, just allow yourself to safely feel angry. And I know for myself, I didn't want to feel these feelings because I was afraid that I would be stuck and just feel like that forever, that they would never go away, I would never be happy again. And B, I didn't want to not feel good. I didn't want to go into those feelings. So I would just avoid them. But you can feel them and then they go away. You feel them. It's just like when the rain falls. The rain falls and eventually the rain does stop and the sun comes out. So that's what happens to all of us. Sometimes it could be a raging storm where you feel the emotions for days and nights, because that's the pressure that was built up from not feeling it. So finally when it comes out, it can last for a while, but then it eventually the sun comes out again and you get back into harmony, you get back into balance. And that's what your inner child is really looking for, is this balance. And how to do that is to become aware of your emotional side and not to push it away, because our emotions are a part of us. Our inner child is a big part of who we are. So, yeah. Nurture the inner child. Explain to your inner child, even just by inner dialogue, that you are safe, that no matter what's going on in the world, that you've got them, like you're going to protect them, and that they don't have to feel afraid that they have to protect you and stop things from happening, stop you from experiencing change. Change doesn't have to be scary. And when we just have that dialogue, the more we have it, the more the fears of the inner child subside, and then there's trust formed, because then they believe you when you honor what you say, when you're always there for them, when you say, I'm here for you. Whenever you're scared, I got you. Whenever you're hungry, I'm going to feed you. Whenever you are tired, we're going to sleep. There's going to be this trust that is formed. And then trust can go, you then begin to trust in the universe. So it's all interconnected, and we got this. With the intense energies on the planet, like pressure cooker, healing is happening all the time, whether we're aware of it or not. But that's why many of us, if you're feeling like physical symptoms, like if you're really tired, exhausted, it's because we're going through this purging of old energies so that our bodies can hold more light, so that we could be of a higher vibration and frequency and ascend like we are meant to. Our planet is going through ascension, so we're going through the symptoms of ascension with the planet. As we do that, we take the planet with us. As the planet heals, the planet takes us with it. So it's all a process, and we are getting there. And it's for the highest good and well-being of all. So we can dispel and just not pay attention to the fear. And we can just focus on harmony and balance and acceptance of everything that we are. Because there is still always the shadow side. There is still always the shadow to the light. We will never not have that, but we will be in a higher awareness and consciousness and acceptance of the shadow and how it helped us evolve and grow. So, because there's always that contrast that we needed to evolve. This is taking long. I just speak what I'm being guided to say. So I hope that's okay. Have I even been talking about twin flames in this last 15 minutes? I'm so sorry. Okay, what's next? The guidance for you, and then what's coming up for you. Okay, let's pick a winner for the one card, pick a card reading, which will happen at the end of this reading. I'm gonna mix it up more. Oh no. Okay, well this one came out. I'll put it back in so it'll be fair, because you guys didn't see me pick it. I just hope I didn't drop any. Who is the lucky winner? I just want to mix them up more. And the winner is Sandra. I think I read on your YouTube, it said OFENTSE Sandra. Can't see that. Congratulations. You're going to get the one card. Pick a card reading at the end of this video. I will leave this here so I don't forget. Okay. Guidance for you. Guidance for you. I'm just going to use the same deck. Guidance for you. What's the guidance for you? What's the guidance for you? What's the guidance for you? Okay, we have too many cards here, so I'm just going to pick this one. I'm going to just put these ones back. So this one says Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and I want to say this is King of Wands. So the guidance is balance is happening in your connection. The universe is guiding not only you and your twin flame, but the people involved in your situation, or that the universe is guiding each and every one of you to bring balance back. So, say for example, you experienced in a past life with your twin flame a situation, and okay, so I'll say this example. You and your twin flame were together in a past life. You had to choose another for reasons of, let's say, for money. You had to support your family. Your family needed to survive, so you had to marry someone to keep your family in good standing, or in good, like, to survive, to live, to sustain a lifestyle, let's say. So in a past life, your twin flame chose someone else, even though you were both in love. So you felt very betrayed in that lifetime. And so the person that was involved would be the other person that your twin flame had to marry. Any children that maybe were involved, you're all part of that scenario. In this lifetime, the same players come back to learn the lesson for everyone's growth. So in this lifetime, you were the one, no, your twin flame is the one who had to choose to marry someone else, even though you were in love. They're choosing someone else. And it's so that you could experience what you did to them in a past life. And they get to experience what you felt in that lifetime. It really is like it's for your growth, but because they're your twin flame, they experience it too, and they experience their lessons. But let's just focus on your lesson. So you chose to betray your own heart and marry someone else because you had to. It was like obligation, responsibility. Your family was depending on you, so you married someone else. In this lifetime, your twin flame is choosing someone else. So you're now in the same situation that your twin flame was in that past life. So your lesson is to say, oh, okay, so I get it. I did this before. This is how I come back, and this is how I bring the energies back into balance, by knowing what it felt like to be left. Am I getting my story straight? Because you left in a past life, you're being left now. Yeah. So when you say, oh, okay, so I'm experiencing this now because I did this before, then you get the lesson, and then everyone can move on. All the players included can move on. Whoever the person, like say your twin flame is with a karmic or a soulmate, that person gets to marry their twin flame or find their twin flame, because the story is ended, like the story is complete, so everyone moves on to their next scenario, their next scene in life. So I hope that makes sense. So because you chose someone else in your past life, you now get to experience what that felt like and experience your twin flame doing the same thing to you, so that you could see and so that energies can come back into balance for your soul. So your soul can now be back into balance, right? It's like in a past life, there was a withdrawal. In this lifetime, you make the deposit, so now it evens out. I don't know if that's helping. So that's what I'm seeing that the universe is doing for everybody involved, is helping you remember and see that it's just a lesson. And it's not that you were bad. It's not good, bad, right or wrong. It's just to get back into balance. So restoring order is what's happening. The universe, everything that's happening now in the universe, on our planet, is to restore balance. So even if we lived in the dark ages of destruction, chaos, anarchy, whatever it is, the universe is restoring balance, restoring order in the universe. And so we are being bombarded with light to help shift and bring everything back into order. So that's what's happening. So that's why there's so much upheaval in our world, because we were of one phase and now we're shifting into a phase to bring things back into balance, and everything feels different, looks different. People are fighting to keep things the same. Other people are fighting to make things different. So there's all kinds of upheaval, but it is for the betterment of our world, of our planet, of our universe. So the universe is saying, take the time for this reflection. I know you can't read it because it's backwards, but this card says reflection. Six of Cups is also about childhood, but this is to reflect, because if you're not seeing the lesson, you're going to stay stuck in your situation. It's like school. Until we pass the test, we can't go to the next level. We can't graduate to the next level. We have to keep redoing the same grade until we get the lessons, until we learn. So the sooner you learn what is happening in your situation, the sooner it'll end and you'll move forward. So whatever's happening right now in your connection, if your twin flame is unavailable to you, it's because you were unavailable to your twin flame in a past life. So all you have to do is own it, accept it, and be like, dang, I must have really hurt my twin flame in a past life because I'm hurting right now. So I'm owning up to what I did so that we can both move forward in love. That's it. That's it. And then poof, you're done. You get to graduate. So reflection, the universe is saying, as everything is being brought into order, reflect on the lessons, because that is what's going to bring us all forward movement. Okay? Generosity, Pentacles. Right away when I heard generosity, this is abundance, well-being for all. This is not only affecting your twin flame connection, it's affecting the entire planet. This restoration, this energy of bringing everything back into order, back into balance, is to restore our true nature, our true state of being, which is abundance. And that includes wellness, that includes health, like perfect health. It includes love, unconditional love. This is, the universe is saying this is where the direction that we're heading in. So like it's showing me on a larger scale, but how that affects you is that you're on the road to what you've always wanted since the beginning of time, which was harmony, balance, peace. You're going to experience that. So not to be afraid of the dark times, not to be afraid of change, because the universe is restoring order. And the way that is done is also through us. Through the balancing of our energies, we balance the energies of our planet. So good job. So proud of you. I really, really am. This is big stuff. This is like reward time. So think of, well, you don't have to think about it, but just know that everything that you lost is being restored. Maybe in ways that you can't imagine or fathom, but everything that was lost is being brought back into balance. So again, where there was a withdrawal, there will be a deposit for you. So that's the guidance for you. So use that as your guide, as your true north, as knowing that no matter what's shifting and no matter what feels unstable, that destination is where we're all heading. Okay? So it's all good. Everything is coming back into balance, and that will happen in your connection when you have restored balance within yourself. That is excellent news. I'm so excited for us. We need this good news, really, really, and truly. Okay, let's continue on and see what is coming up for you and your twin flame? These cards are so slippery. I can never shuffle them properly. What is coming up for you and your twin flame? Can we please receive guidance? Or, no, sorry, just what's coming up for you and your twin flame? With all the energies, I'm feeling like a bit like intoxicated. It's like, ooh, I feel kind of, I don't know what the word is. Okay, what's coming up for you and your twin flame? What's coming up for your twin flame? The Star card, oh my gosh, one of my favorite cards. Yes, we have the Two of Wands and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is amazing because the Star card is really a card of happily ever after. Is really like your wish is coming true. And it's like you are now, well, you've always been the star of your show. And you are now going to be exalted. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be rewarded for everything, for the challenges that it took for you to get here. The universe is going to shower you with all of these blessings and prosperity and love and recognition. You are going to be seen for, you're going to be seen and loved for who you truly are. I love that. Because you are a shining star. You are the star in your universe. Nothing and no one can outshine you. That's how the universe sees you. The universe sees you as the brightest star in your universe. So what's coming up for you is feeling elevated. Like you are going to feel like you're in a higher state. Like you're breaking free from the old, heavier, dense energy, and you're going to be feeling elevated, uplifted, because the universe is lifting you up. The universe is also cutting away the drama. And I know about drama. When I was young, like in my 20s and 30s, I loved drama. Not that I loved drama, but I would create it unknowingly because I was so wounded, because my inner teenager was so wounded. I attracted drama everywhere I went with people who I interacted with. My life is so different now because I've been doing my inner child healing and work that I attract amazing interactions with strangers and beautiful souls who just smile and are so positive. But back then I did not attract that. And the universe is cutting out the drama. And I want to say it's more like the universe is cutting out your need for drama. It's like the universe is short-circuiting that circuit that would always create drama. So there's a part of us that, okay, so say that circuit has been cut or, you know, rewired. There's a part of us that are still expecting the drama or is ready for drama. Like, okay, somebody says something and you're ready for drama. You're ready for confrontation or to lash out or to fight back, whatever it is, to be aggressive. But then it doesn't allow, like the vibrate, the energy, the universe is not letting that happen. Yeah, it's like the angels come in and they'll be like, nope, poof, you're gonna take a nap. Whenever there's about drama about to ensue, poof, nap time for you. So funny. It's like the universe is just coming in and doing this for us because we're being elevated. We can no longer operate on the old systems of conflict, aggression, war. So the more we focus on, like that falling away and it just being peaceful, that's when we create our world as, ascended, because we're not resorting to that kind of conflict and drama anymore. So that's great, because no one needs more drama in their life, and no one wants drama in your twin flame connection or in any love connection. No drama. The universe is coming in and cutting out drama for you. Awesome. You may try out of habit, out of, it's familiar. It's like a security blanket. I feel drama and where is it? It feels weird without drama, so let's stir up some drama. The universe is like, nope, poof, nap time for you. And then we have the Two of Wands, and yeah. The universe is opening up your third eye to see the truth in all things. So even though the old part of us, maybe our inner child or inner teenager, just is ready for that conflict, because bring it on, like we've been doing that our whole lives. We've been doing it for millennia. The universe has opened up our third eye to really see the situation so that your higher self steps in and is like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to say that? We're here for partnership, to work in harmony. Do you really want to say those words? Do you really want to take this out on someone else? Do you really want to start a war? Do you really want to invoke fear into someone else? Do you really want to spread negativity? The universe is giving you that vision to see it before it happens. So even with your twin flame, you may be triggered by your twin flame not doing what you want or not giving you the love or attention that you want. You're triggered, and the universe has opened your eye, and your higher self is going to be like, no, maybe I'm not going to lash out at my twin flame. Maybe I'm just going to deal with my emotions and wait till I feel better before I reach out. Because especially if you have all these unresolved feelings and you reach out, your twin flame is going to pick up on your emotions that you haven't been dealing with. So your resentment, your sadness, your anger that you weren't chosen, your just everything that you haven't dealt with or healed yet. When you reach out to your twin flame, you're repelling them because you have all this pent up emotion that you're suppressing, that you haven't healed, but you have a smile on your face. You're pretending you're happy and loving and, sweet as pie. And you're reaching out, being like, how are you? And your twin flame's like, no, you can't fool your twin flame. Twin flames can't fool one another. You really can't. Twin flames can see through each other. That's the thing. That's what messes us up. I feel like I'm going to be here for 2 hours. Oh my gosh. It's an hour and a half. I'm talking as if there's no tomorrow. What time is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to wrap this up. Okay, well, again, I'm just being guided to share with you what the universe is telling me, so I just got to tighten it up. Let's go. Okay, so what was I just saying, just to wrap that up? Yeah, twin flames can see through each other. They can see what you're hiding. They can see what you're being fake about. They can see if you're just pretending to be all sweet, but then underneath you're still angry. They can see right through that, and they're not gonna want to interact because they don't feel safe. So just keep that in mind, that their higher self, your higher self is running the show and will step in when the triggers happen, when your inner child, inner teenager feels out of control, rebellious. Your higher self is stepping in for order and balance. So this is really positive. It really will help you deal with whatever you choose to create in your connection, in your life, really. So that's what I have for you. Sorry this was like so long. I really appreciate you spending the time, maybe pressing pause a million times before you finally get to the end of this, but it's all good. The direction where we're heading is, oh my gosh, so much happiness for you. And that's what really matters, happiness for you. Because whether or not like your twin flame is in the picture, you're gonna be so happy that you're gonna not even remember your twin flame's name. That's how happy and fulfilled you're gonna be. That's a direction that the energies are taking us in. So rejoice and just let's be thankful that we're heading into the golden age. Better times ahead. Better times right now. We're just opening our eyes to see it because it's literally right there, like in front of us. So we just got to open our eyes, receive it, and be thankful. So that is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and, you know, all your beautiful comments and your supportive love. And you guys mean the world to me. And the fact that you take the time to type out each loving, supportive message means the world to me. You guys are the best. I have the best subscribers on YouTube. I have the best followers on Instagram. You guys are everything. And I thank you. I thank you for what you bring to my heart and my soul on my journey as I navigate my twin flame connection. Thank you for being with me on this journey. So if you would like to be entered in next week's Pick a Card, please comment below that you want to be entered, and I will enter your name. Even though your name is already in here, I will enter it again if you say that you want to be entered. So that's amazing because you have more chances to win. So that is great. Thank you all very much for doing that. And yeah, we're in this together. You're not alone. At times it can feel like really crazy, but this is what we chose so that we would evolve, so that we could fight for love in these times of rebirth. So the earth is healing because of your healing. So that is beautiful. And you are healing because the earth is healing. So that's beautiful too. So again, thank you all so very much. Please, if this reading resonates, please message me to book your personal twin flame reading, where these guidance and messages will be specifically for you. They are recorded, but I say your names throughout the entire reading, so you know it's not some just general reading that, like this reading, I say your names throughout the whole reading. So there's that version of a reading, or you can have a live one-on-one Zoom call reading with me, which I would love because then I get to see your face in person. So please message me, and I would be so honored to help guide you on your twin flame journey. So please do message me. You can email me or message me on Instagram. So again, thank you all so very much. And until next time, I'm wishing you so much love and peace. Mwah. So we have Sandra. This is your pick a card reading. Let's choose a deck. Let's choose a deck. Let's choose this one. Twin flame reading. Pick a card reading for Sandra. Can you please receive one card and gain insight into what's going on in your connection? We have the Six of Cups. This card came up earlier. This is a card of the past. This is a card of childhood. So it's like you and your twin flame have this connection that you're so familiar to one another, like as if you grew up together from like childhood. Like you were like childhood best friends. You guys have like this telepathic connection where you don't have to say anything. You just know what the other person's thinking. It's like you just look at each other and you know what the other, like you're having this silent conversation. And there is so much loyalty. Despite what is happening, your twin flame, their heart is loyal to you as your heart has always been loyal to them. That they see you as the person they want to grow old with. They see you as someone that is such a big part of their life. They can't imagine not having you in their life. You guys are best friends. There is no one else on the planet that your twin flame feels this about other than you. You are truly their best friend. And even though, like, despite your circumstances, your twin flame feels that you've always been there for them. So your twin flame wants you to know that you are the only one that has their heart. Despite what's going on, they're loyal to you. And even if you might question that, they have stayed loyal to you. And they know that you're loyal to them. That is beautiful. Your twin flame wants to be a family with you because you are truly your twin flame's family. Like you are more family in that sense of the word than your twin flame's own family. Like you feel like your family. You're more family than your twin flame's family. And what I'm seeing is I'm seeing brighter, happier times for both of you, even if you're in separation. And when you allow yourself to really be in the now and enjoy your life where you are, even in separation, it shifts everything to bring you closer. So I do see that both of you are choosing union in your hearts, but it's a matter of, are you choosing it in your head? Are you choosing it in your everyday life? Because it is possible for union. This loyalty has kept this love going for so long. It will keep sustaining you, but until you both make the same choice at the same time, when you do that, you will come into union. And I do see it maybe taking some time, but what I am saying is what I mentioned earlier. When you're focusing on your fulfillment and who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do, what brings you joy, what makes your inner child, your inner teenager so happy, when you're so focused on that, you're not even going to think about your twin flame anymore, and then they will knock on your door. So continue finding your joy every day, even in separation, and that will help your twin flame to do the same, which will bring you back into physical union if that's what you choose. Because the universe always fights for twin flames to be in union and is always guiding you to be in union. But if you're not choosing it, if your twin flame's not choosing it, it's still going to be separation. You're still going to be not moving forward. But if the only brave thing you can do is say that I deserve love, I deserve happiness, then that's what the universe will bring you in whatever shape or form that may take, until you're brave enough to actually say the words, I desire to have true love and my divine union in my life. When you have the courage to really say that, every day, the universe is going to bring that to you as well. So there is such beautiful love here, loyalty, like such loyalty here, that you don't ever have to worry that your twin flame doesn't love you. Your twin flame loves you even in complete silence. Sometimes twin flames can hear the love more through silence than in forced words, fake action, because it's awkward, because there's fear. Twin flames can connect more in silence, as sad as that may seem. You can feel the truth when there's silence. Because when we speak, when we take action, our ego comes into play, our fears come into play. But in silence, you connect on a soul level, and you can hear the truth, you can hear the love, you can feel the love from your twin flame. So you're meant to be together. It's just a matter of, do you choose it? And then the universe will support you in whatever you choose. So I really hope this was helpful, Sandra. Again, thank you so very much for entering into the draw. And with all entries, or with all winners, I put your name back. So you know, people have more chances to win. Okay, so if this resonates, Sandra, please do message me to book your personal twin flame reading. Yeah, I also forgot to mention the Innerchild Healings that are always available, but I don't know if everyone else has already shut this video off because it's like been 2 hours. But again, thank you so very much to Sandra and to all of you who are still here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all so very much. So until next week, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace. Mwah.